Broncos draft strategy and sleeper position to watch. In this video, we're breaking down why the Broncos are definitely making a move, either up or down the board, and which under-the-radar position might be set for a second-year explosion no one's talking about. Let's jump right in. Last year around this time, experts were convinced Denver would land the number 1, first overall pick. A 3-14 season was the prediction. Fast forward, and the Broncos flipped that narrative completely. 10 wins, a playoff berth, and a legit battle with the Bills in the postseason. So yeah, safe to say those cold takes didn't age well. And now, Denver's sitting at 20, which is both a blessing and a dilemma. Let's talk team needs. According to Pro Football Focus, the Broncos are one of the most complete rosters heading into the draft. Many teams still need 4 or 5 starting caliber players to be considered contenders. But Denver? PFF believes there's only one starting role that needs to be filled: running back. Honestly, that's a pretty good problem to have. The beauty of the RB position is that elite talent can be found deep in the draft, or even undrafted altogether. But if the Broncos want an instant impact back, 20 might not be the sweet spot. By that point, top names like Ashton Jeanty and Omarion Hampton could be long gone. There's even buzz about Jeanty going as high as pick 6 to the Raiders, and it's not just speculation. He's been a hot name in Vegas circles, and there's real interest. Meanwhile, Hampton's already met with the Bears and Cowboys, and some believe he won't last until 20 either. So what does that mean for Denver? It could signal a trade up to snag a premier back, or a move back to maximize value elsewhere. If they stay put at 20, don't be shocked if they pivot to a high upside receiver like Tetairoa McMillan, Xavier Worthy, or Luther Burden. The WR class is deep, and there's explosive talent available right in that range. But here's the twist: Denver may already be better set at receiver than people realize. Sean Payton even hinted at this in a recent interview. So maybe, just maybe, the Broncos are planning something entirely different. Stick around as we explore more draft scenarios, sleeper picks, and what this means for Denver's 2025 season outlook. Why Denver's young WRs might shock the NFL in year 2. Let's talk about something that's flying under the radar. The Broncos' wide receiver room might be a lot better than people think. Sean Payton recently sat down with Kay Adams, who he's always been surprisingly candid with, and dropped a bit of a truth bomb. According to him, Denver's receiving core is stronger than most realize, and if history tells us anything, we should probably believe him. Here's the deal with wide receivers in the NFL. It's one of the slowest developing positions. The learning curve is steep, so when someone like Ladd McConkey breaks out as a rookie, it can skew expectations. You start asking, why didn't Troy Franklin or Devon Bell produce like that? But the truth is, McConkey is the exception. Most receivers need a year to adjust, and when they do, the second-year leap can be massive. Let's look at a few examples. Courtland Sutton, year 1, 42 catches, 4 touchdowns. Year 2, over 70 catches, 1,100 plus yards, Pro Bowl. DJ Chark barely cracked 170 yards his rookie year. In year 2, over 1,000 yards. DK Metcalf, 58 receptions as a rookie. Year 2, 83 catches, Pro Bowl. A Jay Brown and CeeDee Lamb? Same story, huge year 2 jumps. Even Justin Jefferson, who had a fantastic rookie year, improved significantly in year 2 with more catches, yards, and touchdowns. This isn't random, it's a pattern. So now take that trend and apply it to Troy Franklin and Devon Bell. There's a real chance that at least one, or maybe both, take that same leap. And that's not all. Don't forget that Evan Engram is joining the mix. He's not just a tight end, he's a hybrid pass catcher who gives Denver another versatile weapon over the middle. Now, if you want another case study, look at Michael Pittman Jr. His rookie season, 40 catches, nothing special. But year 2, he doubled that total with 88 receptions and became a fantasy football favorite. A lot of folks were sleeping on him early, even Broncos fans who only remembered his dad's huge biceps from back in the day. There's another thing to keep in mind when it comes to Bell specifically. He started hot. Remember that season opener against Seattle? He went 8 for 8 in targets and catches as a rookie on the road with a brand new quarterback in a chaotic environment. Then he broke his ribs. That injury sidelined him for nearly a month, and when he returned, he was never fully integrated back into the offense the same way. His target share dropped, and so did his production. But what he showed before that injury, it was real. Same goes for Riley Moss, who struggled to find rhythm last season after an early setback. Missing that much time as a rookie sets you back, no matter your position. But now, fully healthy, fully integrated, and with a year of experience under their belts, guys like Vale and Franklin could be in line for a serious breakout. Why the Broncos might skip WR at pick 20, and what that means for the draft. Let's rewind a bit. 2 years ago, Riley Moss suffered an early season injury that completely derailed his rookie campaign. Sean Payton even admitted that Moss never got back on track because of that lost time. Fast forward to this season, Moss was healthy from day one, and the difference was night and day. Honestly, if he stayed on the field all year as a rookie, he might have made a legitimate case for the Pro Bowl. That same early reps matter principle applies to wide receivers too, especially rookies. And it's exactly why Devon Vale's story matters. He missed nearly a full month due to a rib injury early in the season. Now imagine trying to go up in high point contested balls just weeks after cracking your ribs. That's not just painful, it affects everything from timing to confidence. But before the injury, Vale was a camp standout. We're talking about making highlight plays against top-tier DBs, guys like Chris Abrahamstra, PJ Locke, and others in one of the league's deepest secondaries. He was putting on a show, making wild end zone grabs and even adjusting on busted plays to still make the catch. You remember that early season chemistry with Bo Nix, especially on those off-script rollouts? Nix has a ridiculous ability to throw while rolling left, and Vale always seemed to be in the right spot when it counted. Even when Vale ran the wrong route, he found a way to turn it into a positive. That's natural playmaking ability, and with a full offseason to heal and develop, he's set to explode in year 2. And then there's Troy Franklin. He didn't start the year off strong. He was inactive early, even sitting in the owner's box in a tracksuit after a rough training camp. But by the end of the season, he came alive. That deep ball touchdown against the Buffalo Bills was a thing of beauty, and it showed exactly what kind of connection he could build with Bo Nix. His breakout was just beginning. Franklin was only targeted more than 5 times in a game once all season, and that was against New Orleans, where he put together one of his most promising performances. He also had moments against the Raiders and Bills that flashed big play upside. The consistency wasn't there yet, but the talent definitely was. And that's why Sean Payton's recent comments about the wide receiver room really stand out. He's confident in the group. Add in the buzz that Courtland Sutton is closing in on a new deal, and suddenly you've got a very intriguing WR core. Marvin Mims, a dynamic field-stretching weapon Devon Vale, poised for a second-year breakout Troy Franklin, flashing serious potential Courtland Sutton, the proven vet Evan Engram, a versatile pass-catching tight end who can line up anywhere. With that much firepower, it wouldn't make much sense to spend the 20th overall pick on another wideout, even if a high-end name falls into their lap. The Broncos just don't have that glaring need at the position. So what does that mean for pick 20? If Ashton Jeanty starts to slide and gets past the Raiders at pick 6, keep an eye on the Broncos. A trade up with the Saints at pick 9 could absolutely be on the table. A move to jump teams like the Bears and grab their guy before he's off the board. But if Jeanty and Omarion Hampton are both gone by 20, the smart move might be to trade back. The last thing Denver needs is to reach for a player just because they're sitting on the clock. Of course, that's just one theory. I could be completely off here. So I want to know, what's your wildest prediction for the Broncos this draft? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear it all. This team is about to make some noise, and Broncos country, we're just getting started.